In a country where public dissent is rarely tolerated, for a second day there were violent clashes in the streets of Iran's capital as thousands of Iranians openly challenged their government and the legitimacy of their president, Mahmoud Ahmadinejad. Today, government security forces targeted opposition leaders who supported a reform presidential candidate and who have labeled Ahmadinejad's re-election a fraud. Tonight, in an apparent bid to gain some control over what the world and even their own citizens are seeing and reading about this, the Iranian government is continuing to block some communications out of the country and has cracked down on foreign media. With the latest on the unrest, here's NBC's chief foreign correspondent, Richard Engel.
2 days after the contested election, protesters still won't accept the results, marching in support of defeated candidate Mir Hossein Mousavi. And for the second day, Iranian riot police have tried to block them, attacking them on motorcycle, using batons to crush dissent. But the protesters have been fighting back, at one point lighting a police motorcycle on fire. They are not willing to let President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad claim victory.
He's not our president. We hate him. We hate him.
On the streets, they chant, "Down with the dictator." Some covered their faces for fear of government reprisal.
I myself was shocked, and I'm thinking to leave a country because I don't know what's going to happen to us.
Protesters recorded their own video earlier this morning, showing riot police moving in, using tear gas, forcing them to retreat. Today, for the first time since the election, President Ahmadinejad addressed his detractors. He called Iran's election real and free, and the vote count precise. And 2 hours later, in Tehran's main square, thousands of pro-Ahmadinejad supporters turned out, welcoming the re-elected president like a rock star. Some climbed up lampposts, others appeared to be near fainting. It was an event clearly designed to turn the page on the worst civil unrest this city has seen in at least a decade. On Saturday, Mousavi supporters mobbed the streets, expressing frustration and anger with violence.
The riot police have been called in. They've been doing motorcycle charges down the street, trying to disperse the crowd. Many of them have been waving batons. We've seen people rushing down the streets, trying to run away from them.
Tonight, as evening fell on Tehran, Mousavi supporters continued their fight. Mousavi said today in a statement the election results should be canceled in order to restore the public trust. But his solution seems unlikely, as Iran insists its vote was legitimate.